What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be the one all you guys have been waiting for. Finally getting this puppy inside of my girl's car. And now we got the IGV3. Hopefully I'll get it running by tonight. But if I don't, then oh well. Then I'll make a part 2 or part 3 in this case. But as you guys saw in my last video, the little baby turbo. The little baby turbo is gonna go on that little monster. And then also shout out to Mike for fixing his welds, because, well, for fixing the V-band, because like I said earlier on my last video that this V-band was not gonna fit. Well, the other one was not gonna fit with this turbo, but now it actually does. Boom, perfect fit. See, now it's flush. Now it's flush how it's supposed to be. Same thing with the downpipe. It literally looks like he didn't even touch it, but it's literally, his welds are like flawless on both the up pipe and the downpipe. My camera focus. Focus. There we go. So first things first, I'm gonna have to start putting the up pipe on. I did on the first episode of this. Put the up pipe on, then I'm gonna put the turbo on, and then I'm gonna start wiring up the external wastegate, which is right over here. I gotta put all the springs in there, which is the red and black springs for 14 psi, and that should be ready to drop in. Actually, I mean, everything's already there, everything's already wired up and whatnot. All I have to do is just pretty much, yeah, just drop it in. So I'm gonna do that. Let's get started, guys. I'll put you guys on time lapse right now. Put you guys on my handy dandy cart. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I put the line in, the oil feed line, I put it on. I also put on the oil return, what's it called? I put the V-band clamp on already as well. Like I said, it's super nice, flush fit, I like it. Now I'm gonna start doing the external wastegate. I gotta plug that in. Also, for all you new guys, you know, I get this question a lot. There has to be a little cock ring that goes under here on the wastegate, otherwise there will be a gap and you'll have an exhaust leak, and then you're gonna be thinking like your external wastegate's open. It happens a lot, you know. A lot of people don't know what that ring is for, so just always put it on the bottom, so that way it kind of so that way it sits flush with this other cock ring right here. No. It's a perfect fit. So once you put that on, you know, you'll be pretty much golden after that. What? That's what it looked like. It looks like a cock ring.
What do you know what cock rings look like, bro?
Because I have one. So you see right there, it has like the little lip on it. It's not focusing. There it is. The little lip, and also it makes like a seal on the actual wastegate. So, and then the little lip sits flush inside here. Kind of like same thing like with the up pipe and the down pipe. Same exact thing. Just external wastegate on the external wastegate side. Now, first things first, since there's no springs in it, see, I can move it freely. I gotta open this up. This is all Allen's. I gotta open it up and then, you know, pretty much assemble it. It's gonna be the red and black spring, which is 14 psi, which is these two right here. These two. I'll put this on just so, and then compress it back together, and then I'm gonna put the dump tube on last, just because it's the last thing to go on, because I don't want a big old dump tube just hitting the motor and whatnot. I'll put you guys on a time lapse again. Well, actually, I'm gonna assemble it first, and then I'll put you guys on a time lapse when I put the wastegate on, and then it should be ready to drop in. So let's get it. Let's fucking get this 500 horsepower Subaru rolling. And I still gotta get a battery though, because her battery's dead, and yeah, we just threw it away. All right, let's do it. All right, guys. So I skipped ahead a lot. And now I was just gonna show you guys how to put the wastegate on, but it's pretty straightforward how to put the wastegate on. I also went ahead and wrapped the, what's it called? The up pipe, just to keep the heat away. now I'm gonna put the clutch in. You know, it's kind of the same scenario when I did mine. Same shit. So my dumbass forgot to hit fucking record on the time lapse. Sorry guys, you couldn't see them putting the motor in, but it's in. It's finally in. Right now, all I have to do is turn my light off. You know, it was kind of a pain in the ass because I didn't have the engine fully leveled, but I got it. We got it in. Shout out to Omar and Zamir for helping me out right now. But right now, what I'm gonna do is put the clutch fork on the ball bearing. Yeah, I mean, look at that turbo though. It should look so nice. I really do like the black on the red though. This is a super nice color scheme, like with the red wheel too. It looks so sick. Looks a lot cleaner than mine, I can tell you that already, because look at all that. No more ugly plastic wiring under the manifold. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited to get this car running again. You know, going from 295 wheel horsepower to, you know, hopefully over 500 or a little bit past 500. Nothing too crazy, but you know, crazy enough for this little stock motor. All right, so clutch forks in, it's ready to go. You know, it took me a little bit. So now pretty much all I gotta do is cut these lines, cut all these big ass lines, and then just hook it up to the wastegate into the turbo. And then bam! Omar's finally out here to help me. You know, he's been inside this whole time. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, so it was the next day. I wasn't able to finish yesterday because I ran into a little issue. So let's just say, I'm gonna show you guys actually. So yeah, this happened. I don't know what happened, how it happened, but it did. So now, engine has to come out again. Like I said a long time ago, nothing ever goes as planned. So now I have to literally take the motor out, take the stud out, drill it out. Hopefully I'm still able to salvage the threads. If not, this is where the fun begins, guys. This is where the fun begins. If not, I bought a Helicoil. If you guys don't know what that is, then it's pretty much just rethreads the hole. So it's still salvageable. It's not like it's gonna crack or anything like that, but it's just one of those things where shit happens down the line. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to finish yesterday. I wanted to finish yesterday, but it was a damn starter bolt to the top one. So what I did when I put the motor in, usually I put like the top two in all the way in, and I just kind of close the gap. And then trust me, both of them went in perfectly fine, no issues. And I backed it out. I put the starter in. I put the bolt back in, but my dumbass forgot the ground, the ground that goes next to the starter. So I had to take it back out. On the way out, literally just went like halfway, and they got hard. I don't know. I was like, damn, this just gonna be fucked. I was like, hopefully it doesn't break. Hopefully it just caught on like some rust or dirt or something. And yeah, it just snapped off on me. There's still, I mean, you can't tell, but there's still some thread left sticking out. So maybe you get it with some pliers and try to, you know, working my way out. For now, Brandon, I'm gonna have to use one of your bolts. I mean, I'll buy you a new one. So yeah. This is the unfortunate part right now, that I have to drill it out, you know, take the motor out again, which is gonna set me back a lot now. Because I mean, I didn't have a lot done, but I had a lot in the way. Because I already had the clutch fork in, the clutch in, and whatnot. I already had all that shit. I could do it like this, but it's kind of like a tight fit, so I don't want to fuck it up. So I might as well just take the motor out. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But fuck, this is a bummer, guys. This is really a huge bummer right now. You know, I was super excited. Last night I was just like, damn, this motor went in pretty quick. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Let's put this puppy together. I was like today in the morning. I'm gonna leave in my head. I was like, today in the morning, I'll have it done. We're started and everything, and go for my first road test today, or like literally in the morning. But here we are, pulling the motor out again. So I mean, it's not gonna take me that long to take it out and put it back in, but what it is gonna take me a while is if I can't salvage the threads that are on there right now, like the original threads. That's gonna take me a little bit, you know, because if I can't take it out, then I'm gonna have to cut it, got the bolt flush with the block, and then I have to literally drill it out. You know, start small and then go work my way up to like I think it's 1332, what I think that's what it was. And then I have to drill it out, then thread it, the tap that they gave me, and then after I thread it, put the Helicoil in there. This is what I have to deal with right now. I literally the threads are fine. It went all the way in twice, like literally the top of the threads, they're perfectly fine. Like literally this part right here where it doesn't show anything and there's no threads, that's literally like the size of the tranny area. So I'm just gonna see that, but literally where the threads start, that's where it hits the block. So I mean, you could tell it was, I did not strip it. I did not strip it in there. I'm pretty sure some rust or dirt got caught on it and probably pulled the threads or got it stuck. And put you guys on time lapse real quick. Alright guys, skipping forward a little bit, I put the Helicoil on, so my bolt's back in there. Pretty much rethreaded it. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to install a Helicoil. It's pretty much this little insert thing. So what pretty much you end up doing is you drill it out. It kind of says on the box itself how to do it. So you drill it out, right, like a bigger size, and then you gotta, and then they give you a tap with it. And then right after that, then you install this with this little tool, and then you insert the Helicoil. So you put the Helicoil in this little tool with this little tab in the middle, so when you spin it, it doesn't, you know, you don't fuck it up. So pretty much you gotta make it super flush to the point where, you know, when you, it's pretty much, this is like the second pair of threads. You know, since the other ones are kind of fucked up, I couldn't save it. I had to drill it out bigger, put this one on there, and essentially the outer threads on the Helicoil is the same size as the tap. So once you screw it in, it'll fit, and the inside's a lot smaller, which it goes back to the original size that it used to be. So that's pretty much what I did. There's a lot of videos on YouTube on how to install these on there. But once you do that, then what I did, well, actually I put a little Loctite on the actual Helicoil itself, like on the outside, so it kind of stays on there a lot stronger, and you know, doesn't move ever. So I did that, and then I inserted the bolt, and it's literally tight, so it's literally like brand new. So now, you know, I literally jumped ahead a lot just because, you know, I kind of want to get this car done already. It's been here for 2 days that I've been trying to get this going. So I finally fixed that. Now I gotta, now I'm just gonna install everything back. I'll put you guys on a time lapse, and then hopefully nothing else goes wrong, and we get her started. And we're almost there. All I gotta do now is literally put the manifold back on. So I already did the lines for the ALS. So what I do, since I delete the little reservoir tank and what's it called, the PCV pipe, the PCV hose, I deleted it too. So I just put this one on here. Here's my PCV system, and it's pretty much gonna be bent back more. For the AOS, one of the coolant lines comes straight from the water pump, since I don't have that long ass line that goes up through here and blah blah blah. So I just kind of have it running straight to the AOS, and then from the AOS back down to where the turbo coolant return line goes into, since this turbo is only oil cooled. So yeah, it looks a lot cleaner. I honestly like the setup a lot better than the top and bottom. Also because, you know, since I'm not really using the top anymore, like the top piece for the AOS. So I did that. Now I'm just put the bracket on for the AOS, and then hook up all the lines and call it a day, I guess. Well, yeah, it's coming along. You know, I'm glad I was able to, you know, fix it. Whoever invented Helicoils, shout out to you, my man. Saved my life right now. there we go. Just finished. Well, kinda. Well, I finished installing everything. I'm not fully finished, but it looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. Especially with the red turbo blanket and the black housing. The intake's gonna come off. Just, you know, she's just using it for, we're just gonna use it for now just to get tuned and what's it called, and so we don't get any rocks on the way there, blah blah. But it's gonna be mostly in town driving, so we're not gonna be we're not gonna have any issues. And then I might get the guard for this one and also mine, so when it's cold and raining and whatnot, we're planning on going long trips, then put the intake on. But if we don't, then we'll leave the intake off. Now all I gotta do now is load the map, change the oil, and bleed the cooling system, and then it's gonna be ready. Also, I gotta charge the AC, but that's gonna be another day. I'll probably go in sometime this week and go get it charged. But for now, like I said, everything's buttoned up, the belts are on, everything's on, the Helicoil is perfectly good now, exhaust is on. Honestly, this rotated kit is fitting way better than what mine did. Well, it's still kind of close, still like super close, but I don't know. I just feel like it fit better. I don't know if I just made it fit better, or maybe this kit's a little different. I don't know, but it does fit a lot better. Like I said, this AOS looks so much cleaner than mine. Okay, well, the fuck was that? That's like the air pump. You ready? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, hold on, Mom.
Go ahead. Alright guys, so unfortunately I have another issue. I mean, it's nothing bad. Well, it is bad, but it's nothing horrible. But let's just say one of the injectors is faulty. You know, it happens. They're brand new injectors, so I didn't have the need to flow test them or anything. Just one of them is faulty, I guess, or maybe it's clogged. I don't honestly know. But one of the injectors cylinder. Well, alright, so I started on cylinder 4. Started the car, as you guys saw. I don't know if you guys heard. It still had like the rumble, which it has the cooling headers and shouldn't have the rumble. So then I was like, okay, I was like, whatever. I didn't think much of it, right? And then when I got in the car, I was kind of letting it idle, you know, going through the cycle, and just to get the coolant burped and whatnot. And I started feeling like the car felt like it was misfiring. So I was just like, let's figure this out. Hopefully nothing's bad. So then I went to the next step. I was like, okay, maybe because I gapped all the spark plugs to 0.28. That's what Travis recommended. He said that's what he runs in his race car. So I was like, oh, and I thought maybe I gapped it too much, or not, or maybe it's the gap's closer. I don't know. So then I took the spark plug out, checked it, inspected it, make sure the gap was correct. The gap was correct, 0.208. Then I went ahead and I was like, oh, maybe the coil pack went out, because it happened to me in my car. So then what I did, I swapped coils and spark plugs from 4 to 2. Started the car again, still nothing. It's still cylinder 4, and I was already thinking the worst. You know, cylinder 4 is the infamous cylinder 4. So then I was like, all right, let's try something else. So then I thought maybe one of the connectors for the injectors was unplugged and unplugged in. So I checked that, it was plugged in. Then I went ahead and I have new piggybacks. So I thought maybe the piggyback was bad. So then I swapped the piggyback on the injector, tried it again, still nothing, still in the same cylinder. So then my last resort was injector, and if that wasn't it, then something else is wrong. Maybe something with the wiring. So then I went ahead and swapped the injector, right? Swapped the injector, and then it went to cylinder 2. So unfortunately, now I need a new injector. It's kind of a bummer, you know. I kind of wanted to take this car for a spin, make sure everything's solid, make sure everything's running perfectly fine, no issues. But now it's gonna be a little delayed. I'm most likely gonna go on Monday. Actually, I'm gonna go on Monday to M45, drop my car off. Hopefully they have an injector there. They do, then I'll just take this one. I'll take this one out. Maybe they could swap it out for me and, you know, warranty it out since they're a performance shop. I'm gonna call them up tomorrow. See what we can do. If we can manage to do that. If not, then I'm gonna have to have Jay call Import Image Racing where he ordered it from, and then have them. It's just gonna be a big old hassle trying to get one injector, which, and it's not Jay's fault. It's not no one's fault. It happens sometimes. This is actually the first time that I have a faulty injector. Like, my injectors are used, and I mean they've been perfectly fine all along. They might need cleaning though. That's why I'm taking to M45. I've been having there in the misfire, cylinder 1, cylinder 4, and it just jumps back and forth in my car. I don't know exactly what's wrong. I changed the spark plugs, I changed the coil packs. It's not that for sure. And then I don't have a flow tester, unfortunately. So I mean, it's just minor step backs, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let this little thing let me down. Like, it's a bummer that it's just, you know, one thing after another. I'm just being straightforward with you guys. You know, this is literally what happens behind the scenes. Like, I mean, I know I didn't show you guys what happened in my car when I did my rotated turbo kit, but a lot of things went down on that. Just say it's not a basic bolt-on anymore when you're going rotated. I mean, there is a bolt-on setups that you can get, but end of the day, doing some custom work or whatnot. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. That's it for this video. I mean, on the bright side, I did get the car running. I fixed the starter. The starter is solid, so that's I'm not worried about that anymore. Now it's just a waiting game for the new injector, and then the waiting game to go with Travis to get tuned and get both of these cars, you know, ready to send people to Gapplebee's. I mean, it's in the crazy. I'm gonna have pretty much, I'm gonna have 1,000 horsepower worth of cars. I mean, even though it's 500, but I'm gonna try to see if Travis can push mine to 600. If he can, good. If not, then it's no big deal. I mean, 500, 550, and it's still fast. I feel like it's personally fast. I mean, of course, there's other guys like Vaderbilt and Onyx and Steve Toon, all of them pushing huge power, but unfortunately, I don't have the funds, you know. So I mean, if you guys want to donate, you know, I'm just kidding. If you guys really want to help me get to 1,000 horsepower, which I could make it happen, but just no funds, help this channel grow. Help this channel get to 1,000 subscribers or more. The more the merrier, you know. What do you guys think? Comment down below. I mean, what do you guys think of this color combo? I think it looks pretty badass. I mean, ignore my little funnel piece, but I think this black and red combo looks fucking sick. Especially with the red wheel. I can't wait to get the actual guard, you know, just to show the actual wheel. Alright guys, now it's time for my little word of advice to you guys. I mean, I keep saying this multiple times this past couple of videos, you know, just keep pushing forward. You know, I don't want to sound like TJ Hunt, but you know, just keep moving forward. But it is true. You know, you can't let the little things hold you back. You just gotta keep going straight all the way until you reach your goal. I mean, I'm almost there. You know, you guys seen multiple step backs with this car. You know, first started out with the down pipe and up pipe issue, and then yesterday, and then, you know, and then starter bolt, and then now the injector, and also you guys saw the front mount was a little bent. And I take a deep breath when that happens, and just, you know, just start attacking the problem. Try to figure it out. I mean, that's pretty much in life too, you know. If something goes bad, something goes wrong, you know, just just take a deep breath. You know, don't let it get to you. I mean, I know it's easier said than done, but don't let it get to you. And then once you start realizing what can you do better, or what can you improve in the next time around, or in how can you fix that problem or whatever. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's all I really got for you guys. You guys made it this week. Now let's get one more day of the week. One more day. You know, you just got Friday, and then the weekend. And I mean, if you work Saturday or Sunday, then that sucks. No, I'm just kidding. But just keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Push forward. Keep going. And then one day, you're gonna reach that goal, and it's gonna be fucking flawless after that. This is it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys want to see more, like if you like this video. Comment if you guys have any questions. DM me on Instagram. So just let me know. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.